David Golder, by Irène Némirovsky, read by Bill Wallis. "No," said Golder, tilting his desk lamp so that the light shone directly into the face of Simon Marcus, who was sitting opposite him on the other side of the table. For a moment, Golder observed the wrinkles and lines that furrowed Marcus's swarthy face whenever he moved his lips or closed his eyes, like the ripples on dark water when the wind blows across it. But his hooded eyes, with their oriental languor, remained calm, bored and indifferent. A face as unyielding as a wall. Golder carefully lowered the lamp's flexible metal stem. 100, Golder? Think about it. It's a good price," said Marcus. "No," Golder murmured again, then added, "I don't want to sell." Marcus laughed. His long white teeth, capped in gold, gleamed eerily in the darkness. "How much were your famous oil shares worth in 1920 when you first bought them?" he drawled. His voice was nasal, sarcastic. "I bought them at 400. And if those Soviet pigs had given the nationalized land back to the oil companies, I would have made a lot of money. Lang and his group were backing me. In 1913, the daily output from the Teysk region was already 10,000 tons. Seriously. After the Genoa conference, I remember my shares fell from 400 to 102. After that, Golder made a vague gesture of frustration. But I held on to them. Money was no object in those days. Yes, but now, in 1926, don't you realize that your Russian oil fields aren't worth shit to you? Well, I mean, it's not as if you have either the means or the inclination to go and run them yourself, is it? All you can hope to do is shift them for a higher price on the stock market. 100 is a good sum." Golder slowly rubbed his eyes. The smoke that filled the room had irritated them. "No, I don't want to sell." He spoke more quietly this time. "I'll sell after Tübingen Petroleum signs the agreement for the concession in Teysk. I think you know the one I'm talking about." Marcus mumbled what sounded like, yes, and fell silent. "You've been negotiating that deal behind my back since last year, Marcus," Golder said slowly. "You know you have. I bet they offered you a good price for my shares once they closed the deal, didn't they?" He said no more, for his heart was beating almost painfully, just as it did whenever he was winning. Marcus slowly stubbed out his cigar in the overflowing ashtray. If he suggests we go 50-50, Golder thought suddenly, it will be all over for him. He leaned forward so he could hear what Marcus was about to say. There was a brief silence, then Marcus spoke. "Why don't we go halves, Golder?" Golder clenched his teeth. "Are you serious?" "You know, Golder, you shouldn't make another enemy," Marcus murmured, lowering his eyes. "You've got enough already." His hands were clutching the wooden table, and as they moved, his nails made short, sharp little scratching noises. Beneath the light of the lamp, his long fingers with their heavy rings shone against the mahogany of the Empire desk. They were trembling. Golder smiled. "You're no longer very threatening, my friend." Marcus remained silent for a moment, carefully examining his manicured nails. 50-50, David. What do you say? We've been partners for 26 years. Let's wipe the slate clean and start again. If you'd been here in December, when Tübingen spoke to me," Golder fiddled with the telephone wire, winding it around his wrists. "In December," he repeated, frowning. "How good of you. Only—" He said no more. Marcus knew as well as he did that in December he had been in America looking for investors in Golmar, the company that had bound them together for so many years, like
Sample complete. Ready to continue?